Alright, so there's a lot of mouse pads out in the space right now. Oversaturation is an understatement at this point. That's not a bad thing though, because just a few years ago, all we had to choose from were 5 different mouse pads from gaming manufacturers, or the other option you have is a corgi mouse pad with a butt as the gel wrist rest. Now we have a gang of different surfaces, all with something unique to offer. Now I've covered a lot of mouse pads in the past, but I get asked on the daily what mouse pads I actually recommend and I'm actually using, so I came up with 3 that get the most playtime from me. Now as you'll see from today's list, I like mouse pads that can do it all. I used to be all about speed, but as mice have gotten lighter and lighter, the more I've valued a good quality control pad. One that doesn't make me feel like I'm in mud, but gives me enough stopping power to stop when I need to for flicks, and also gives me the flexibility to be able to track and not get stuck in the mud, literally. Let's start with the Vaxi PA. This is a mouse pad that not only looks good, but has the performance to go with it. It's a faster cloth pad surface that has actually quite a bit of durability. The speed of it hasn't changed too much from when I first got it. If anything, it got a little bit faster once I broke it in. Now it doesn't have a coating, but instead it has been heat pressed, so the surface is very smooth to the touch and doesn't feel fibery like a normal cloth pad. This mouse pad is what the Zowie GSR SE should have been, because once you get that dead spot on the Zowie pad, you'll never get the same glide as when you first got it. The base stays in place nicely, the edges aren't perfect and do get some wear on them over time, especially if you are an arm aimer, but it hasn't bothered me too much. But it's something to keep in mind if you are sensitive to that. If you're playing combination games that require flicking and tracking, this is a great mouse pad, and the pricing is just right at $30. Alright, so next up we have the Lethal Gaming Gear Saturn. This mouse pad has gotten a lot of playtime from me since I got it. It's a medium control pad made up of polyester, so it's going to be more durable than the Vaxi PA in the long run. The price is also really good at $30. The Saturn also has the added benefit of coming in an XXL desk mat form, which other mouse pads on the list do not have. The stitch edges are low profile and stay out of your way, so you don't get the wear that you would have on something like a Vaxi PA or a QCK mousepad. If you don't know what mousepad to get today, or you're on a budget, the LGB Saturn should fill most people's needs. Again, this is a great mousepad for everything from flicking to tracking. Alright, so last but not least, we have my favorite mousepad at this time, the Artisan Hayateatsu. I recently got this mousepad and it hasn't left my desk since. Artisan came out with the version 2 of this pad not too long ago, which fixed some of the durability issues of the original. It has the best stitch edges in the business, and they've got that durable polyester surface as well. Now the axes are different speeds, so the Y is a little bit slower than the X axis. Way back when, I wasn't a fan of this, but since my main game is Valorant now, I don't have to flick up to people's heads on a 10-foot high building in a game like Apex, but instead now I just go horizontally to hit my shots, and it actually stabilizes my shots, having the Y be a little bit slower than the X. This might actually be the best Valorant pad out to date because of that fact. I know it's certainly helped my headshot percentage go up quite a bit since I got it. As far as hardness goes, before I had the original Atsu in the mid hardness, and it made my mouse fly. Well, this time I went with the complete opposite. I went with the extra soft because of the recommendation of Drum Bum. And let me tell you, the softness plays a huge role with Artisan pads. Not only is this one of the most comfortable mouse pads I've ever used, but it also allows your mouse to sink into the mouse pad, which creates a ton of control. It's literally like a cheat code in real life. When you need it to be fast, you can press down lightly on it. And when you need control, let's say in a long range gun battle and their head looks like the tip of a pin needle, you can really dig into the pad, giving you that added control to find your shot. I find that this makes it a great all-around mouse pad for any game type, but especially for CSGO and Valorant. Now y'all know I really struggled with mouse pads slipping on my desk before, even more so now that I'm a low sense arm aiming Chad. Go check out that video on me switching from wrist aiming if you haven't already, link in the description, just a small plug. But the extra soft actually makes the Artisan base stick to my desk a little bit better. I actually have to peel this mouse pad off to reposition it, where on the mid hardness I would start with it on one side of my desk, and by the time I was done gaming it would be on the complete opposite side. So there you have it. Those are my top 3 mouse pads at the moment. Each one of them gets into my rotation. If I'm bored with one, or I need more control or less control, depending on the weight of a mouse, I'll swap it out. I hope this was insightful for you guys and to point you guys in the right direction of your next mouse pad, or just make you realize how great the mouse pad you have already is. Alright guys, it has been your boy BT. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.